What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer. Jeff Kaplan just confirmed that a major new Overwatch update is going to be coming very soon. So earlier this evening, Jeff Kaplan posted this on the Overwatch forums in response to a post talking about how it's been 6 months since the last proper developer update video. According to Jeff, we recently recorded a developer update. It is scheduled to come out toward the end of the month. We'll try to do them more frequently. Now, this is actually a pretty big deal. As the original post mentioned, it's been 6 months since the last developer update. It was for the new hero Sigma way back in July. So for Blizzard to finally put out a new developer update half a year later means they must have something pretty substantially sized ready to deliver, which happens to line up perfectly with what some other people have been talking about earlier this week. Of course, it all started with a clip from Emong on one of his live streams where he talked about how there was apparently some major updates coming which were going to improve the game. Now, he didn't specify what exactly these updates were going to be. However, there were a number of sort of follow-up speculations and leaks talking about how these were in fact going to be hero bans, which has basically at this point been the main thing that the community has latched onto. I will say though that at this point it is not confirmed that the new feature coming is going to be hero bans. There have been a number of reliable sources which have leaked it as possibly being the new thing, but there's also been some other reliable sources which seem to suggest that that isn't what it's going to end up being. So we're kind of stuck in the middle. I do think there's a very good chance that hero bans will be whatever this new update feature is, or at least part of it. In fact, only about an hour ago I finished a video which I'm going to upload early tomorrow talking about my thoughts on hero bans and how I think they could actually end up influencing the game. So be sure to stay tuned for that going up on Wednesday, but for now I want to speculate a bit further about what Jeff could possibly be talking about in this developer update, which is supposed to be coming soon, other than, well, hero bans. One of the biggest things, which people may suspect being developer update worthy, would of course be a new hero. Hero 32 is long overdue. Based on the original hero release cycle, we should have gotten that hero back at BlizzCon in November. However, we're now more than 2 months past that and still have yet to see anything, so could Jeff possibly be getting ready to release a new hero? I don't think so, unfortunately. The reason for this is mostly based on how Emong talked about whatever this new update or feature is going to end up being in his live stream clip, which I'll just play that quickly for you here in case you haven't seen it.
I have a feeling that things will improve with Overwatch going forward. I don't know how I know this, but I think things will start to improve to the point where I think they're starting to get an idea of what they should do, but I don't really know, I don't really know what they're if they're gonna do anything or what's gonna be happening in general going forward. So we'll see. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping maybe in a couple weeks or so we can start to see where their mindset is on things.
An important contextual thing to realize is that Emong is, of course, a very high skill level streamer. He's very much invested in the idea of competitive and making the competitive experience, well, the best it can be. And oftentimes, new heroes don't really positively impact the meta, at least not right off the bat. So unless this new hero is supposed to be some sort of huge meta redefining addition, which, keep in mind, the last time we got a hero like that, her name was Brigitte, I don't think this is going to be a new hero. I just don't think Emong would be acting excited in this manner if all it was just a new hero. Because while a new hero is just about the best thing for casual players, it's not really that big of a deal for the more competitive minded. So I do think whatever Jeff is going to end up revealing in this new developer update will be some sort of base core functionality change to Overwatch, which almost certainly will have some sort of impact on the competitive side. Again, this further emphasizes the fact that it very easily could be hero bans, but it could also be something else in addition to hero bans or instead of it. possibly this could end up being some sort of tweaks to roll queue, something that'll improve the queue times for DPS players in some way or another. Although that's a very, very difficult problem to solve, and honestly, if Blizzard has found a solution for it that actually works for DPS players, that would be awesome. Although I'm very skeptical that they would just come up with some magical catch-all solution that doesn't have some sort of other terrible, horrendous side effects like the 3-2-1 comp, which Jeff had talked about in a previous forum post. Of course, we know for a fact that that isn't something they're going to be introducing, at least not anytime in the near future. But at the same time, we do know from that post that the devs have been putting a lot of thought into how to fix the queue time issues, so that could then further suggest that maybe whatever big update this is does have something to do with queue times or roll queue in general. Just some other things off the top of my head that could potentially be what he's talking about would be like a new map or a new event, but for the same reasons why I don't think it's a new hero, I really don't think it's going to be a map or an event. I mean, heck, we're right in the middle of an event currently, so yeah, definitely not that. Maybe this could be a dev update that somehow has to do with Overwatch League, although typically any sort of big Overwatch League stuff is kept kind of separate, not really included in the developer updates in the same way as main game content, so I don't think it's going to be anything that's Overwatch League exclusive, although it certainly could entail the Overwatch League to some extent. I mean, hero bans, again, would be something that would affect both Overwatch League and the main game, assuming that they implement it into both. But beyond those things, I'm not really sure what else it could be. Again, hero bans I think are the most likely thing for it to end up being, but it could very easily be something else, or something else in addition to hero bans. I'm very eager to see if there are more leaks or even some more official dev comments like this prior to this developer update coming out, which again is supposed to be towards the end of the month, so no more than probably about a week away from today. Basically, while this is very exciting to hear that a new dev update is coming, I do just want to also say keep your expectations in check. The community has a very bad habit of overhyping itself whenever something like this ends up happening, so just stay cautious, I guess I should say. Again, I really don't think this is going to be a new hero, so probably don't get your expectations up for that. Whatever it is does seem like it's likely going to be at least somewhat focused on competitive as a main aspect, so if you're a more casual player like me, maybe this won't even end up being that big of a deal. But we're really just going to have to wait and see. But definitely let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. I know a lot of channels have been talking about this recently. I haven't really gotten a good opportunity to sort of cover these sort of speculations, so I would just love to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. As always, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and share it with your friends if you really liked it. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit up the bell to never miss any of my future Overwatch content. This is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.